Hello, hello, check, check, check. Hi everybody. I hope you're all doing well tonight. Looks like Marshall is the first in the chat this evening. Hey Marshall, how are you? Mark Pullen is also in the chat. Hello Mark. Thanks so much for being here. Check, check, check. Zero Janitor in the chat. Hello there. Alistair. Alistair used my suggestion. Were you the one who mentioned metal last week? Twitchy is in the chat. Hello, Twitchy. Yes, doing metal and glass tonight. It's good to see everybody. Check. It's Pocky. Oh, that's right. Mark used to be King Cow. I hope you will forgive me, Mark, but it's probably going to take me a long time to remember that you are King Cow, but I will do my best to get that straight. Yes, Alistair, and I think you mentioned coins last week, and we definitely have some coins on the agenda tonight. I'm also still working through just setup. I don't know if I would call them issues, but just behind the scenes setup topics with this new microphone. I'm actually, I like some things about it, and there's a couple of things from a technical perspective that I'm still struggling with that I think the Yeti might do a better job at, so I'm still gathering data. I'll be back on the Yeti next week to refresh my memory and compare a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. Aaron from Scotland is in the chat. Hello there, Aaron. 3 a.m. Cheers to you. I hope you get to sleep in a little bit, because I know I would be dead to the world if I was getting to bed at 3 a.m. I hope everybody is healthy and safe out there. I hope you're dealing with the current public health issues the best you can, and you're taking care of the folks around you. So, thanks very much for being with us tonight. We'll certainly be here for an hour, maybe two. We'll see how it goes. As usual, please do take a second and welcome new people that speak up in the chat. It's very important to me, and I appreciate you guys helping me out with that. As always, chat it up amongst yourselves. Anything you got going on, any big milestones or achievements or things you want some advice on from the folks here, please let us know. There's usually lots of good ideas in the chat on various topics. right. All right, all right, all right. Test, test. Okay, okay. So, let's take a few minutes, as is usual for us, and take a brief tour of the items we're going to be spending some time with this evening. It's 4 a.m. in Denmark, where Twitchy is. My goodness, my goodness. We have 6 items with me tonight. 3 metal items and 3 glass items. I think yes, you've probably seen all of these before, either from prior videos or streams. Alistair is just off work at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. Outstanding. So, Alistair, since you asked, one of our items is the fairly healthy stack of silver dollar coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like we have 9 of them here. And we'll be handling these. We have to be very careful with all of the metal and glass items tonight, because they can all create some pretty jarring, kind of spiky sounds if we're not careful. We've talked about these coins before. The fact that silver, these thick silver coins have kind of a more clacky sound to them than modern coins that have a more pingy sound to them. Hey, Skater Rap Monkey is in the chat. Rowan Higgs is in the chat. Say hello, everybody, if you would please. So we'll see what we can do some hand-to-hand handling of these coins. Hey there, Rowan. I'm trying to figure out. You asked about a cut or a scratch. Are you talking about this fellow here? You know, I just noticed that today. I'm not sure what caused that, but yes, that's a little scratch that just popped up. Mark Poland, it's 9:10 in Chicago where Mark is. Very good, very good. So we have the old 90% silver dollar coins. That's one of our items today. Kyle Gantos is in the chat. He's in Texas, cooking dinner. Everybody say hello to Kyle, please. Thank you so much for the kind words, Kyle. I appreciate that. So one of our glass items is this simple brown bottle. It almost disappears into the dark background if I hold it off to the side. This bottle was on a stream once. I unearthed this bottle from the dirt on the ground underneath a window on the outside of my home last year. And it was fun to kind of speculate that it might have been sitting on the cement windowsill, got knocked off one day and forgotten about, and just gradually buried in the dirt. Sweet Lily Moon ASMR is in the chat. Hello, Lily. Good to see you. Everybody say hello and check out Sweet Lily's channel if you get a chance. So we've got this sound. We've got this enclosed space, so it has a pitch. It has a sound that we can play with a little bit. With the nails, I can always get one of the coins, tap on this a little bit. This is one of those items that, like the wooden spools, that I struggle a little bit to figure out the item's voice. It just doesn't make necessarily magical sounds just by holding it. It's just not automatic. You have to work at it, And instead of abandoning it, I like bringing stuff like this back. A casual stream is the perfect forum to just kind of work with things like this and figure out how we can get the sounds that we really like out of them. So I needed more glass tonight, and so I thought it was a good opportunity to work with this bottle a little bit more and see if we can make it speak to us a little bit. Maybe since Sweet Lily likes glass tapping, she might be able to give me some suggestions on how to coax the really good sounds out of this guy. So we'll work with him a little bit tonight. Joachim Horn is here from Germany. Hello, Joachim. It's wonderful to see you. Thanks so much for being here. All right. Our next item this one goes back a ways. They're the old keys from the Old Keys ASMR video. One of the first videos I ever made. The little key ring made of a metal or a wire coat hanger, and the 5 metal keys. Now, unlike what I did in that video, I'm not going to get too jangly with the keys tonight. This is all going to be about these handling sounds, like you're trying to find just the right key, right? You know it's on here somewhere. Even though there's only 5 keys, we treat it like there's a million keys, and we just can't figure out which one it is. But that kind of absent-minded fiddling gives us just the sound we're looking for. And I wonder, when we get back to this and spend some time with it, whether this is going to be one of those chat killer sounds. It's possible. It's possible. Thought about making a second version of that Old Keys video, frankly. One that's not quite so jangly. Magical keys to blissful relaxation. Anybody remember the Keys collaboration video made by 3 of the fairly well-known creators a few years ago? I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Tsaran is here. Hello, Tsaran, how are you? Good to see you here. Thanks for being here. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, it does have kind of a wind chime vibe, doesn't it? Some of my early videos, my original intro had a very high, kind of tinny wind chime sound in the background that I replaced with the lower chimes later. Kind of like this. Actually, these keys sound better than the wind chime I used to use in my intro. Now when I hear that old wind chime in the intro, it sounds very shrill to me now. I just like low wind chimes better, you know. I like the wind chimes with the really long tubes made of really heavy, thick metal that just kind of bong. Those are great. Okay, so that was metal. Let's back to glass. What else do we have tonight? Graham Ovington is in the chat. Hello, Graham. Thanks so much for being here. It's great to see you. Yeah, Saran, I'll be here for a little while. Everybody say hello to Graham, please. So next up this evening, again, you might recognize the 2 shot glasses. The shot glasses. I had these in an old video that I did, I think the first New Year's. I did a New Year's video in the first year that the channel was around, and I had these shot glasses. It's great for that super subtle sound that you get just barely touching them together. I appreciate that comment, Graham. It is an interesting balance, isn't it? Because on the one hand, a creator might want a bigger reach in terms of getting their content out there, but once you get past a certain point, it's hard to do streams like this and have it still be as personal. That's not something that we can necessarily control, you know, growth of channels and things like that. There's a lot of intangibles about that, but yeah, it's one positive about being small is that you can do stuff like this and everybody knows everybody else, and it's great to just chat and hang out. Lucy Smart is in the chat. Hello, Lucy. Everybody say hello. Yeah, I think we're having a good night, Lucy. We're just going through the items that we have tonight before we get into them in detail. So these are the shot glasses. Shot glasses are great because, let me put one of them down. You know, the thing about particularly this one, the thing about the shot glasses, how much material there is at the bottom. The bottom are always so thick, but then, you know, it ends up very, more traditionally thin up around the lip. So it gives it a really low center of gravity and a lot of mass to work with at the bottom. Yeah, Joaquin mentions the bottom of the. I think this is what I did in that old New Year's video. Is dealing with the bottoms of these things. Jake Nash in the chat. Hello there, Jake. Mark, no, I haven't seen Decaf Tonight yet. She hasn't been in. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate that. So, we have the shot glasses. So back to metal. The last metal item. And the one that goes back the longest on the channel. The 1905 Illinois Bun pocket watch from the very first video on the channel. The sentimental pocket watch. And the reason we have the pocket watch in the metal category is, of course, because of the case. The case back. When we unscrew the case back, we get that lid kind of sound. That's the sound. Yep, Mark is from Illinois. The Illinois Watch Company was based in Springfield, Illinois. And then later, when we listen to the watch in more depth, we'll wind it and listen to the ticking for a bit. Lily asks about an antique shop role play. Actually, I'm not a role player. I've never been comfortable with role playing, so no, I have not done that, and I have not done any manner of role play. It's just not in my comfort zone. You remember what the inside looked like? The movement. But thank you for the comment about my voice, Lily. I appreciate that. So we have the watch. That's our last metal item. And then our final glass item. This is going to be the highest kind of shimmery-est sound that we have tonight. These have been on the stream multiple times before. These are the cracked and broken marbles. And when we manipulate them in the glass bowl, we get the high, shimmery sound. They sound like that. So while we are getting acquainted with this sound, and before we get into the longer segments, if anybody wants to, if anyone has a preference about which one to listen to first, perhaps we just start with the marbles, since we're already here. Yes, it is very delicate, very crystalline, if you will. Robert Smith is in the chat. Hello there, Robert. Robert's coming in here talking about French bread pizzas, and that is making me very hungry. Yeah, let's do the we'll spend some time with the marbles, Lucy, and we'll do the watch next, okay? French bread pizzas. I know some chats we've had have devolved rather quickly into food discussions, and it's just maddening because you get so hungry, but you can't stop the stream to go get something to eat. I wonder if tonight's going to be like that. Kim M is in the chat. Hello, Kim. Scott is also in the chat. Everybody say hello to Kim and Scott. It's going well, Scott. Thank you. We're doing the best we can in these strange, challenging times. Kyle is talking about the water fountain at the end of Kill Bill 2. It has been a long time since I've seen that movie. Sharing some life wisdom with that as a backdrop. Well, thanks for the suggestion, Kyle. I've got to go out and find some life wisdom first, I think. I wish I had more life wisdom. Sometimes I could really use a little more of that. But I'm sure we all would say the same sometimes. You guys all dealing with these crazy times, all right? I know some of you are able to continue working. Some of you, I'm sure, are not able to work. That's a whole added wrinkle to this whole situation, of course. It's hard to keep our morale together sometimes, but it's important to make sure we're taking care of ourselves. The best we can, anyway. Alistair is busier than ever. Good to hear that you're doing fine, Kim. Yeah, Joaquin, it's very similar here. Everything seems to be standing still. It's very strange. I've never seen anything like it. Good, Lily. I'm glad you're able to do some more consistent content. I'm in kind of the opposite boat with my channel because all the members of my family are also here at the house all the time, so I can never, it's very hard for me to get into the right mind space to do my regular kind of videos with a house full of people. Streams, I can kind of fake my way through when everyone goes to bed, but the regular videos, it's difficult to do that. So my regular content has ground to a halt. That's one of the reasons I want to try to get back to at least the weekly Tuesday streams that we used to do here. Because at least then I get to talk to you guys and see how everybody's doing. And then hopefully when things are closer to normal and people are leaving the house for work again, I can start doing the regular videos. So it's had the opposite effect on me. I've tried pretty much everything. I've tried recording in the morning. I've tried recording late at night. I could never sustain the really late night recording sessions because I was too tired, and some of the topics that I have rambled about in my videos, I kind of have to have some brain cells left to kind of know where I want to go with them, and it's hard for me to do that when I'm exhausted. So I've had the most success with shooting in the morning after everybody leaves for work. fact is that I haven't been able to play as much saxophone since all of this started, because I'm very self-conscious about other people hearing me play the saxophone, and with everybody here and with sax being a loud instrument, I feel very, very conspicuous. May you live in interesting times. Yep. Alistair, only businesses allowed to be open in New Zealand are essential services. Gas stations, grocery stores, pharmacies, and dairies. Yep. It's very similar here, although the list of essential businesses is a little longer here than you might expect. Whether it's right or not is not for me to say, but all right. That's our marbles. As promised, we're going to move to the watch next. Yeah, I'm the same way with my rambles that I do in my regular videos, Lily. I don't write anything down. I don't really outline anything, but I have observed that what I ramble and my style and kind of how I've kind of improvisationally flow from topic to topic comes across a lot better when I'm well rested. It goes in less productive directions if my brain is tired. So, all right, let's spend some quality time with the watch. You'll remember this one from my very first video. It's the 1905 Bun from the Illinois Watch Company. Aaron is a poet. That is very, very cool. John J. is a longtime viewer, first time saying hi. This is the perfect opportunity to put our hospitality to the test. Everybody give John J. a very warm welcome, please. Make me proud. Hello there, John J. It's awesome to have you here. But Aaron talks about being creatively drained. I totally get that. Zero janitor, less productive, harder to find inspiration when you're stuck inside. Totally sympathize with all of that. John, we're playing with this nickel pocket watch case back, and we're listening to the sounds it makes when you take it off and engage it with the rest of the case like this, as I try not to have it be too loud. I think I'm gonna make one of these streams all about lid sounds. And there we can explore metal and plastic and all sorts of different container sizes. I am just a sucker for a good lid sound. Joaquin is working from home and has worked from home for a long time. So that's sounds like you're well adapted to the current situation then. For me, it's been an adjustment. I've been working from home. I've been working from home for 5 weeks now. This is the 5th week. And it is very strange for me. And if anybody is comfortable sharing what sort of work they do, in addition to those who have shared that already, please feel free. It's very interesting to get a sense of the various walks of life that we all come from. I love the variety and the sense that this kind of content can pull us all together for a couple of hours from all over the world. It's a really neat thing to be a part of, really. Rummaging. Small item rummage. That's a great idea for a stream, Saran. A rummage stream. So a lid stream, a rummage stream. I want to do stone or pottery items. John J. mentions drawing vids and any craft and repair vids. I've never done a drawing vid, and so it's very possible, and this has happened before, but it's very possible you have me confused with relaxing ASMR, who is amazing, and I kind of love it every time someone gets the two of us mixed up, because that is very high praise for me. He's one of the first creators I became aware of when I started watching this kind of content years ago, and he still has the perfect blend of ease and interesting his approach and his manner, as well as the crazy variety of things that he collects and the stuff that he's interested in, is just an amazing you just get the sense that he would be a very interesting person to sit across the dinner table from, right? It'd be interesting to pick his brain and get a sense of his life experience. Now, when we talk about wisdom, life wisdom, I get every sense that relaxing ASMR has a ton of life wisdom, and he's done some videos about that before. Joshy Boy from England is here. Hello there, Joshy Boy. Yeah, relaxing ASMR is a master. It's like a Yoda level guy when it comes to this kind of tinkering, observational content. He was very inspiring early on because, some of the content I see, it's great and I enjoy it as a consumer, but it doesn't inspire me creatively because, they might be a role play, or they might be really technical from a green screen perspective, or really high production, and it's, they're great, but it's so far away from what I could do, or what I'm interested, or how I feel driven creatively, that I don't really feel a connection to that kind of content as a creator. But relaxing ASMR and people like ASMR vids, when I saw their stuff early on, I thought, if I ever did stuff like ASMR, I bet my stuff would come out kind of like these guys, because I understood it, right? It seemed like something I would do anyway if I had never seen their content. That's just the way it kind of played out. Lily, help your mom that's outstanding. Good for you, Lily. I know that's got to be a tough job. If you're able to help take care of the people you care about, that's a high calling. Joaquin works for a lab, writing the text to the numbers and results. Hospitals and doctors. Writing analysis for food. Very cool. Thanks, Joaquin. So let's see if we can hear the watch running. So we'll try to listen to the winding here. And then we'll give it a twist to get the balance wheel spinning. There it is. Pink Floyd, that's right. I just need to figure out how to quit bumping the microphone. Can you imagine these delicate mechanical workings made in 1905 that still work today? Peter Chappelle, or is it Chapel? Hello there, Peter. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Hello, Peter. Peter, it's good to see you. We're just wrapping up with the 1905 pocket watch. have it. So that was metal. Back to glass. We're going to try to coax some sounds out of this simple bottle. Hey there, Peter. I hope you're doing well during these odd times as well. Gracious. When Lily taps, it sounds like a horse galloping. Like the triplets. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't do a lot of just, as you all know, my big thing is that I like my sounds subtle, and I like them to sound generally unintentional. So that's why I'm much more about handling sounds rather than deliberately doing things like tapping on them. So unlike the balsa wood box that we've played with before that just sings with sound and you don't have to do anything special with it, something like this bottle is a little bit of a tougher nut of crack for unintentional sounds. I mean, we can always Thanks, Aaron. Unintentional is absolutely my favorite genre as well. So if that's your preference, then I really appreciate your comment, because my approach to triggers has always been to try to keep it as unintentional sounding as possible. You is in the chat. Hello, you. Hello, you. I think this kind of absent-minded tapping between the coin and the bottle might be our most successful, subtle sound. And it marries the metal and the glass also, since we're using a bit of both. Supernova is here. Hello, Supernova. Always good to see you drop in. It's Supernova, everybody. Supernova's been with us a long time. We always appreciate seeing. Hope you're doing well and staying healthy, Supernova. Here we go. That's the sound. turns out this might be one of those chat killer sounds. Sound that kind of just zones everybody out. Raindrops falling on a tin roof. Has anyone ever been trying to sleep in like the loft area of a cabin with a tin roof when it's raining hard outside? A little bit of rain on a tin roof is a really lovely sound, but a lot of rain on a tin roof, it makes it impossible to do anything else. It's just deafening. Hey, it's Chester. And I apologize if I've mispronounced anybody's name tonight, but hello there, Chester or Yester. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I've worked with Let's Find Out on the big Atlas collaboration. He's a great fellow. It's great to have you here. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying healthy and safe. It's Violet Pony. Hey there, Violet. Good to see you, Violet. Violet Pony in the chat. I hope you're doing well. Well, I'm really happy with that sound. I think we found our good sound with that bottle. So that was glass. So now we're back to metal. So since we had a coin in that sound with the bottle, we will continue. Photo Junkie is in the chat. Hello there, Photo. Or Junkie, or Photo Junkie. It's good to see you. Let's see, metal, glass, metal. Okay, we have 3 to go. So we have our We have our $9 coins with us. Coins, of course, are one of those items that just kind of speaks when you handle them. Herman Glimshire is here. Thank you so much, Herman. I really appreciate the comment. Joaquim asks about the coin. These are American coins, but they're very old. These are old silver dollar coins. A couple of different styles. I like the sound of silver. It makes, to my ear, a clackier sound than the modern materials do. So we can just handle a few of these coins and listen to the sound they make as they slide on top of each other. Cold Hunter is in the chat. Cold Hunter. Hello there, Cold Hunter. So awesome to see so many of you tonight. Yes, Joaquim, they are a large coin. They're bigger than the normal coins that you'll find in general circulation here. Goodness, look at all the names. Something Silver is in the chat. Hello there. Something Silver. Elaxia is here. How am I dealing with the quarantine? It's very odd. I am fortunate that I'm able to work from home, but I miss seeing my teammates. And the rest of the family is here at home as well, and we're just trying to stay safe and healthy. So we're just hunkering down, and we're gonna see how long all this goes. Sam I Am is in the chat. Hey friends. Sam I Am is in the chat. Hello there, Sam. Thanks for keeping us calm through these uncertain times. I am very glad if you get any sort of peace and relaxation or distraction from what we're doing here. I am very, very glad about that. Decaf Math ASMR is in the chat. You gotta say hello to Decaf Math. Hello there, Decaf Math. How are you? We are tinkering with metal. We are tinkering with glass. We're still testing this mic. I'm still uncertain about it. And we're hanging out and we're talking. And we are taking our minds off of the world that's out there on the other side of the screen for a little while. Saran has a Morgan and a peace dollar on his desk that he likes to play with. These coins spend most of their time in the wooden box that you saw in the coins video. I don't remember what I called that video. It's an old one. So I don't really get these out unless it's for a good occasion like this one. Gotta be careful though. Let's see, let me put one back. Trying to make sure that Indigo Whisperer is in the chat. Hello there, Indigo Whisperer. These are easier to handle when I only have 4 of them. Yep, it's live, Decaf. I'm trying to get back into my old Tuesday evening habit since the quarantine is making it difficult to do my regular kind of videos. What years and mints? Something Silver asks. This is a 1921. That's a Denver mint. 1922. 1896. 1921 are the ones that I have in my hands right now. Indigo Whisper is on lunch break, which reminds me of food. And that's not a good thing for me right now. I'm just kidding. Well, not really, because I am hungry. You might hear a cat in the background. HyperX Alloy. Oh, there's 36 people in the chat right now. That's pretty cool. Welcome, everybody. I miss these streams too, HyperX. Everybody say hello to HyperX and all the new people in the chat. If the cat gets close enough, I might pick her up and let her say hello to the chat. Decaf Math says this sounds like an intense game of poker. You know, sometimes I watch poker videos on YouTube and it's kind of amazing the dexterity. I'm not going to do it here, but they're always fidgeting with their chips. And usually those high-end poker chips are made of a very nice ceramic material, right? You know, it's a kiln-dried clay or something like that, and they're always They've just got amazing dexterity, and they can split the piles and kind of riffle them back together and do all that crazy stuff. And everybody's doing it all the time, like a nervous habit. I'd like to get my hands on a really nice set of poker chips at some point. That would make a great video. Sorry, I'm getting too casual, and my vocal cadence is starting to fall apart. It's usually what happens super late at night. Yeah, clay, that's the word. Why couldn't I think of the word clay? Clay poker chips, that's what they are. Oh, I think the cat is destroying something in the opposite end of the room. That's no good. We don't need that cat destruction ASMR. It's so great to see a lot of new names in the chat tonight. Really appreciate you being here. Yes, Sam, I am. You should definitely check out all of the creators that are hanging out in the chat tonight. Some are clay mixed with some sort of plastic material. I can see how something like that might make a chip, harder to fracture or make it less brittle, so it might hold up to use a little bit better. Very good, very good. So those are our silver dollar coins. Like a nice hot cup of tea. Yes, please, can you please make that happen? I think we need tea all around. Okay. Okay, so that brings us to our last glass trigger tonight. The shot glasses. You know, it's been unseasonably cold in my part of the country, and I should be, a nice cup of tea really takes the chill out. I should be doing that more often. Good night, Saran. It's good to see you again. I hope we run into you next week. Good night, good night, good night. I mentioned earlier that I'm still collecting data on these microphones. I'll be back on the Yeti next week to test a couple of things. So thanks for letting me use you all as test subjects for these microphones. Skater Rap Monkey. This is the AKG Lyra USB mic. It looks awesome. There's one aspect of its operation and its sound that I'm still struggling with, and I may end up liking the Yeti better for recording very quiet sounds, but the jury's still out on that. Hey Lily, thanks for being here. I hope your brother stays safe and healthy. Thanks for being with us, Lily. I love the look of this mic. It definitely fits the aesthetic of the channel. There's a couple of sound issues that I'm still trying to work out, though. It's kind of technical and hard to explain, but just some things. So have you been doing all right, Decaf? You guys hanging in there with all the stay-at-home stuff. And Ragamuffin is in the chat. Hello, Ragamuffin. Never caught one of these before. Well, I don't recall your name before, so it's cool that you're here. Thanks for introducing yourself. And decaf, strange times. Yes, everybody say hello to Ragamuffin. Yeah, Supernova, the streams are definitely more rare than I wanted them to be, but we'll see. I am going to try to, at least while we're all trapped, we're going to try to get the Tuesday night thing going a little more regularly, I hope. We'll do a trigger theme every week and just go with that for a while. HyperX, are you saying the shot glasses gave you tingles? That noisy chair. Chris 621 is in the chat. Hello, Chris. Sam, I am leaving with some wise words. Hello there, Chris. Good to see you. Michael Gilbert, you're the third person to talk about food in the chat. I would give anything for this to be a Taco Tuesday stream, believe me. Okay, good night, Chris. Thanks so much for saying hello. Thanks, Sam I am. Story time, story time. Stories. possible. Problem is that you never know if something that might seem interesting to you is interesting to anybody else. My wife, now Dave, is in the chat. Hello, wife, or Dave? Everybody say hello to one of the cooler usernames in the chat tonight. I'm seeing a lot of great new names in the chat tonight, which is awesome. We've got one trigger after this one, everybody. We'll be wrapping it up at roughly the top of the hour. That was very strange. I had the laptop froze up for a minute. Did the stream freeze just now? That was weird. Looks like everything's running again now. I've never had that happen on the laptop before. Hey, Idlewild is here. Everybody say hello to Idlewild. Yeah, sorry about the freeze, guys. That was weird. It was completely locked up on my end for a couple of seconds. I used to have crashes like that when I was streaming from my phone. I was having a flashback for a second there. Okay, guys. Time for the last trigger. We're going back a ways for this. We've got the keys from the Old Keys video. One of my very, very early videos. We're just going to handle these keys for the last bit of our stream this evening. ZP is in the chat also. Hello there, ZP. Is it still frozen for you, Joaquin? It looks okay from my end. Hey, Idlewild. Yeah, we're doing okay, I think. Yeah, I wanted to save the keys for last. You've never seen these keys decaf? There's an old video I did called ASMR Old Keys, where I made this little keyring out of a wire coat hanger and put these keys on it. It was one of my favorite videos because it was the first time I made a conscious effort to craft the look of everything that was in the frame to make it look like it could have been from 100 years ago. Hey, the suicidal unicorn is in the chat. Thanks for being here, and I hope we can calm those suicidal unicorn tendencies down. If you're new to ASMR, I would encourage you not to make any judgments too quickly, because there are a million sub-genres of ASMR, and not all genres are everybody's cup of tea. So take your time and explore and find what works the best for you, and it's safe to ignore the rest, I promise. Adam Sisk. Adam Sisk is in the chat. Hello, Adam. Supernova. Coincidence? I think not. It's my favorite Pixar movie, by the way. It's going to be really hard to fight the urge to eat something after I'm done with this stream, because it is one of those nights, yo. Yeah, Violet, I'm with you. Incredibles is just top notch. Hey Adam, doing well. I hope you're doing well. Are you hanging in there through this these strange times okay? There, I've got permission from Supernova to eat something after the stream, so it's gonna happen. Any of you guys ever hang out in the streams Wandering Whispers used to do? Some of those would, sometimes he would have, Grubhub or somebody deliver food to his house during the stream, and we would just start talking about food and just getting hungrier and hungrier. ASMR Portal is in the chat. Everybody pay ASMR Portal a visit. Check out her channel. say hello to ASMR Portal. Now Sam I Am knows I'm hungry, and so he comes back to the chat and talks about the fried chicken. Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, please do share some tips on how you all have been occupying yourselves. I can't really participate in that because I have still been working, and I'm very glad that I have the ability to do that, but I know that not everybody is in that situation, so I'm glad we don't have much longer to go in this stream, because Skater Rap Monkey is talking about cheeseburgers now. And if that's the way it's going to be, cheeseburgers. Oh my gosh. I don't know anything about that black pepper and Alfredo stuff. Yard work is a good tip, Sam I Am. I like to try to get out into the yard once a day if I can. Curry chicken oxtail. Come on, man. You heard me? Why you gotta do it like that? It has done been heard. Yeah, it's pretty cold here too. Zero janitor. It's probably 20 degrees below normal here. My keys are getting tangled up. How is that possible? Curry chicken. I'm all about the Thai food and all about the Indian food, so you're hurting me. You're hurting me right now. Zero Janitor talking about covered bridges. Yeah, those are in a few states, but not every state, that's for sure. They seemed to be a bit of a regional creation. Looking forward to just being able to travel freely again so I can shoot some more iron bridges with the gimbal. I've got one bridge shot. I need to shoot a few more. The keys. Jordan Tyler is in the chat. Hello there, Jordan. Talking about covered bridges in Arkansas. Hey, Sam. I haven't been able to make my normal type of videos with the whole family here in the house during this health crisis, but once everybody can go to work again, and I can get some empty house time again, then I hope to get back to some regular videos. So for now, live streams are the most consistent way that I can still be here and connect with you guys once a week. But I hope to get back to the regular content sometime this year. I had a list of things that I was gonna work on, but that all got put on hold. Good night, Unicorn. Hey, our Dizzle slipped in just under the wire before we shut things down. I think we're just hitting the 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna have to start shutting things down to get myself to bed and get some sleep for work tomorrow. It's really been amazing, as usual, hanging out with you guys tonight. It's been absolutely lovely seeing so many new names in the chat, and, of course, so many regulars that go back years on this channel. I always appreciate you guys hanging with me for all this time. So we're going to try to do this again next week. snack before I sleep. You'll have to tune in next week to see if I did that. If you have a request for a trigger theme for next week, put it in the comments on this video, and I appreciate all of you guys, and we'll catch you all next week, okay? Stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Yeah, Jordan, we hope to see you next week. It should be roughly the same time, probably 10 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States. So if you can make it, that would be awesome. You guys take care, okay? We'll see you all soon. Bye.